What's up guys, it's Mama Deadhead and I am back with another Fear Friday. So as you can see, I obviously have an appearance change. I have purple hair now. It was supposed to be a black with a purple tint, but it did not turn out that way. But I'm not mad at it. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm enjoying it, so I'm sure it's gonna fade out into a cooler, like maybe a grayish purple color. But yeah, enough about that. I am going to go ahead and talk to you guys and respond to your comments on my reaction to the last Fear the Walking Dead episode. I loved it, of course, absolutely loved it. I was really happy to see some of our original Fear cast in it, and I'm just so excited for this Sunday just to see everything and how it all comes together. So first comment I'm going to read. Last week I said that I was not going to read any negative comments, but I'm going to read this one out just because I thought it was absolutely hilarious. So it says, "Great, a girl, dislike." And you can see I commented back to it. I was like, sorry for being a girl. For those that don't know, man, girls on YouTube, girls on games, my goodness. But I thought that that particular comment was hilarious. I was kicked out of a group on PUBG because they were like, I'm not playing with a girl. So just to see that comment basically like the same day, I was like, of course. So the first good comment that I'm going to read comes from Lockdown, and it says, "That intro had me laughing. Fear the Walking Dead, really interesting this season. So far the best start to any of the seasons in my opinion." I fully agree. I think that it's a wonderful start. I am excited to see Morgan. I'm excited to see how he blends in with the rest of the cast. This new group in a whole, how it survives on Fear the Walking Dead and how different they are versus the characters that we have already grown to love. I'm super excited to see how it all plays out, and I think it was a pretty wonderful start. As far as my intro making you laugh, I don't understand why. You're trying to make fun of me or something. I'm not obsessed with Strand. I don't understand why people think that I am or anything like that. It's just not true, apparently. Like, so obvious. Not obsessed with him. So the next comment that I'm going to read comes from Jordan, my wonderful Jordan. Always will read Jordan and Kat's comments, of course. And it says, "Amazing reactions to episode 2 of season 4 of Fear. It's awesome seeing Madison be the leader of a bigger community since it's shown that she is capable of leading a huge group. Plus the scene where her and Naomi were fighting off the oiled walkers was very badass. So far I like Naomi, she's a cool character, so I'm glad she ended up joining the group. I knew we couldn't trust that little girl Charlie. She seemed off whenever she got questioned. Mel and the Vultures seem interesting. We'll have to see what happens with them. Hopefully Madison and the group will take them out. Anyways, can't wait for more Fear reactions from you, and I hope my comment makes it into this Fear Friday again. Love you." And I love you too, of course. It will always make it in. As far as like the entire comment goes, I'm going to break it down just a bit. One thing, I see so many people commenting that Mel and the Vultures, not you, obviously, but I see so many people saying that it's like Negan 2.0, I'm going to take all your stuff. I fully, absolutely 100% disagree with that. They're completely different villains. Like, he's not coming in and saying, I'm going to take all your stuff, like, or like, I'm going to hurt you, blah, blah, blah. It's, I'm literally going to wait for you to die. Like, I'm going to wait for you until you have to leave all of this, and then I'm going to take all your stuff. It wasn't even threatening. Like, Mel is such a different type of villain. He's, like, unique. I've never quite seen anyone that's just like, yeah, like, I'm not going to do anything, like, inherently bad, but I'm just going to, like, sit here and wait for something bad to happen so that I can take all of your stuff. But, like, I don't think he's anything like Negan. Not a Negan 2.0, not, like, son of Negan and, like, savior discount. I don't think it's anything like that. But yes, I think that they are very interesting, like you said. As far as Madison leading a bigger community, you know that I'm not like a huge, massive... Anyway, you know that I haven't been the biggest Madison fan. I only started to like her in the finale episode when she like made this big decision. I think that she has an interesting concept to leading, and I admit it was nice to see her actually a leader, because I feel like in the past she was like a snake in the grass type leader, like not even a leader, if that makes sense. She was just backhandedly trying to be leader, but not openly leader. But it was nice to see her actually a leader. So I'm interested to see what route that will take and how it ends up, because obviously there's a big like controversy, is she dead or whatever, because we didn't see her in the end. But yeah, I liked that she was actually like step up 100% leader versus just kind of in the background. But I'm not a huge Madison fan like off the bat, so I need more than one episode, so I hope that that makes sense. As far as Naomi, she's definitely intriguing. Like, I like the fact that they brought in a nurse, although I'm worried about Madison's frame of mind. Typically when you have like a more peaceful, like I really want people to join us type vibe, nothing good can come from that. So I'm kind of worried, but at the same time, it looks like everyone's in one piece besides Naomi and Madison. So I'm kind of on the route of maybe they're captured and they're trying to find them or something along those lines. But I don't think that they're dead. I could be wrong, but let me see. Charlie. She seemed off whenever she got questioned. The telltale sign for me, like absolutely 100% new, is when she was questioning exactly how much food was in the pantry. You saw in my reaction, I was like, I'm not feeling it. This little girl's kind of creepy. No. I was just like, not feeling it. And then whenever it came out that she was a spy, I was like, I knew it. Because she was just off. She really seemed 100% off. I didn't like it at all, but thank you for your comment. It was lovely. So this next comment kind of ties into what I was saying, and it says, I'm thinking something happened to Madison, not necessarily death, but something. Yeah, I totally agree. I don't think that she is dead, mostly because they seem to really want to know, like the group that's actually left, like minus Madison and Naomi, they want to know where this like certain section of the vultures are, because this group has the flag now. Our new group has the flag now. So it seems like more of a rescue mission, even though I would think that they would be like, we're on a rescue mission, but at the same time, they might be trying to hide that, considering they think that these people are vultures too. So I think that they might be captured or potentially like lost in, say, like a big herd or a big war, kind of like how the Walking Dead group was all mixed up after the governor. Maybe it's something like that and the rest of the group has found its way together and just not them yet. But I guess we just have to watch and find out. I wanted to put this in just because I thought that it was really cool. Steve, he is a wonderful subscriber and he is a patron on my Patreon, and I absolutely appreciate him. He has wonderful ideas. Some of my highest viewed videos are some of his ideas, so I really appreciate the fact that you watch my videos. He commented and he said also, congrats on 1.5k subs. 1.6 is right around the corner, and I did hit 1.6 today. So I thought that was kind of crazy, but thank you, I really appreciate it. And I know that we talked about it before, but yeah, I can definitely see some like kind of mirroring of certain situations, and you know, with Nick being a farmer and having to get over certain things that are going on in his life, like his PTSD and all the stuff that's going on with him. I can definitely see some mirroring, but like I said, I don't think that it's like actually the same thing or any representation of them being like a family or anything like that. But yeah, I can definitely see what you're talking about, and I think it's definitely interesting. And I am so ready to see Morgan and Nick together. I think that it's going to be hilarious, and I'm here for it. I'm so ready. And now for Kat's comment. So, hey Mama Deadhead. Hi Kat. Good episode tonight. Enjoyed it very much. I was actually scared and felt the same tension between Madison and Mel's conversation. Fuck, I thought he was going to pull a Negan attack to intimidate the rest of her group. Didn't see Charlie as a spy coming. I did not. I really believed her story. God damn it, I fell for it. Those damn weevils are everywhere. First Kingdom and now the Diamond Settlement. Naomi looks like she went through hell. Glad she found the right group. The Vultures, how many of them are there? Madison showed no fear when she talked to Mel. We ain't going nowhere. Like, oh. See Mom ahead for Fear Friday. Thank you again for always watching my reactions and my Fear Fridays. You guys know this is like the highlight of my week, getting to react to that show and getting all your great comments and Fear Fridays. I just absolutely love them. I enjoyed it too. I felt the tension, but at the same time, it was just so laughable. Not in like a bad way, like Mel isn't a good villain. It was just laughable because he was so confident. Like, he was so confident in everything that he did, and he was just like, yeah, you know what? We've heard it all before. This is gonna happen. You're gonna have to leave. We're gonna take all your stuff. So I thought it was hilarious. I just like sat there like stunned most of the time. Charlie, I can't believe you didn't see that coming. I saw in the fan compilation that Skybound put me in. Again, I feel so grateful for that. Thank you, Skybound. So many people called it, and I called it as well because I was just sitting there like, why is she asking so many questions? This is so off. I don't understand. Like, at first, yeah, I could see it. I could see she was just a scared little girl talking to Madison at the beginning. I was like, oh, this is kind of nice, bringing in like a child. And then she started talking to Nick, and she started flipping the walkie, and I was like, I don't know. And I think that potentially I probably took out some of that reaction just for time's sake. But yeah, I called it. I don't understand how you didn't see that coming. Oh my goodness. And then you said about the Weebles. So the first the Kingdom, now the Diamond Settlement. I had a comment, but I can't see it anymore. Or maybe it's on Skybound. Maybe I'm just getting confused. But I saw somewhere in somebody's reaction, somebody said, is the Kingdom Weevils and the Diamond Weevils at the same time? Is that supposed to be like, I don't know how to phrase this, like comparing timelines? Like, this is where it is in the timeline of things, and this is how long ago that this has happened to the Diamond Settlement. Like, is it the same on each timeline? And I think that maybe it is. Maybe that's a good representation of where the Diamond Settlement is at this point and where the Kingdom was, because obviously in the show we see a past timeline, like a before and now. It even said before and now. So it could potentially be when the Kingdom got the Weevils, and maybe it's just kind of like, hey, like, secret, shh, that's when it happened. That's where they're matched. That's where, who knows? I think that would be a good point though. Now, Naomi, it does look like she went through absolute hell. It looks like she went through so much, because whenever she was threatening Madison and the group, it didn't really look like threatening. She looked like teary-eyed. She looked horrified. Like, it legitimately looked like she has just seen some stuff. She didn't want to be around anybody, and it was crazy. And then Madison showing no fear. Yeah, she didn't show any fear. She was just like, we're not going anywhere. I think that's what kind of made it laughable on both parts, is that they were both extremely confident in what they were saying, and obviously one is going to be wrong. So the fact that they were both just like, yeah, this is going to happen. This isn't going to happen. It just made me laugh. But yeah, thank you so much, and I know that you're probably watching this, and I love your comments, and I love Jordan's comments, so thank you guys very much. So this is a comment that I've seen a lot, and it says, what could the flag numbers mean? I said it was union number. My friend said it was how many walkers captured in their turf. So if I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys, most of the time I have a theory or an idea about what something could be, and I'm completely freaking lost on this. Like, I have no idea. The union number, that made me laugh out loud when I read your comment the first time. And then I see a lot of people say how many walkers that are captured, but we've seen like 500 or so. So I don't feel like 500. Athena, she's going to grab the tripod. She's like, I want this. But I feel like it can't be. Like, it can't possibly be that. I don't know. Maybe they're just like, maybe how many people died. Maybe it's like resources, maybe it's time. I don't know. I don't know. There's so many possibilities of what it could be, but I'm sure that we're going to find out soon. Potentially this next episode, so who knows? Alright guys, so this next comment has a lot of different questions in it, so I'm going to go through and answer as I read them. So the first part says, what's with the rock that Strand is fondling? The camera lingered on it for a few extra beats, indicating significance, a diamond. So no, I watched Talking Dead and they actually said what this was. It's a piece of the dam. So he basically carries this with him at all times as a reminder of the person that he was and the decisions that he made before, and that he can be a better person in the future and, you know, in the present. So he carries it around just as a reminder. So yeah, it's a piece of the dam. Why doesn't Strand like Cole? He's suspicious of him, almost as though Cole knows something about Strand that he doesn't want everyone else to know. So I don't feel like it's particularly that. Like, I don't feel like Cole knows something and is like keeping it from the group and Strand is all weary of him. I think that Strand is having a hard time with who he is as a person, like who he is inside, his personality, who he wants to be, and just like him as a person, good versus evil, the con man versus what he is now. I don't think that it's anything like that. I just think that he isn't okay enough in himself yet to open up and let anyone else in. Like, he sees it, he acknowledges it, and he's just kind of dismissing it for now. And it's probably going to be something else that he regrets, because as the looks of the now group, Cole isn't with them, so potentially something could have happened to him and he could have died, and I feel like Strand's probably going to really regret that. So the last portion of this comment, Nick, like Morgan, is suffering from PTSD. Can't leave the diamond because it triggers flashbacks of the dam. We get to see a few of those flashbacks to the end of season 3, but nothing yet which reveals how Nick and company escaped or if and how Daniel died. So as messed up as Nick is from this experience that he's had with the dam, I feel like it can't be anything good for Daniel, because they clearly left at the same time, because Daniel was like pulling him along like, come on, we gotta go. So they were clearly together. And I think that potentially Daniel's either dead, and they've said that he'll star in something in season 4, but I don't think that he's like a regular. So it could be he's either like captured by the Proctors, possibility, or it's a flashback to the fact that he died, which would absolutely suck. I said before, I don't want to see that in a flashback, but it might kind of be inevitable at this point. But yeah, I don't feel like it's anything positive with the way that Nick is reacting to everything around him and the fact that he can't even leave the diamond. It can't be anything good for Daniel, but thank you for your comment. I really appreciate it. Alright, so this is the last comment, but I wanted it to be last just because I thought that it was really funny, because I laughed out loud whenever I read it. And it says, the vultures don't seem that intimidating. Let Clear Morgan loose and the season will be done in 3 episodes. So true. Just have Morgan go out there and just kill them all. Like, it'll be done so quick. But yeah, I really liked this episode. I thought that it was quite wonderful. I love the way that it was put together. And I really love doing these Fear Friday where I talk about your guys' comments. So, of course, this coming Sunday, leave a comment or question or anything and I'll answer it for you on Fear Friday. But yeah, I think that I went over most everything all about Cole, Strand, Morgan, Madison, and I mean, everything looks intriguing so far. I'm super curious as to what's going on with Naomi. You can see Athena's on her bed. This is her bed, by the way, if you guys couldn't tell. I'm in Athena's room. But yeah, I'm so excited to see what happens, legitimately. And of course, I mean, I'm not excited to see Strand. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't like Strand. For some reason, everybody thinks that I love him so much, and I don't see it. But yeah, one favor, if I could get you guys to do, I really need to make a video about what Walker's Soccer Con means to me and about my Patreon, because I have had so many people ask me, what is Patreon? How does it work? Because they're not comfortable with like going on it and not understanding it. So leave a comment on this video and tell me to just get my crap together and make a video about it, because I keep putting it off because every time I talk about something like Patreon or Walker Soccer Con, it just makes me nervous because I know that 99% of the people that come on my videos are so positive and so sweet, like Jordan and Kat on my Fear Fridays, but it always makes me nervous to talk about Patreon because people think that I'm solely just out for that type of stuff, and I'm really not. It's just a plus and a way that I can give you guys extra content. So yeah, tell me to get my crap together. Tell me to make the video already. Tell me that it's cool, it's okay, you guys want to hear about it. And of course, I can't wait to make one about Walker Soccer Con Nashville because I will be going. I'm so excited. I am legitimately so excited to be going, and hopefully I have some really positive things in store for you guys in the future. But yeah, me and my purple hair are out. Fear Friday over. Bye guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like always, like and subscribe. Bye guys.